and thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Update. I am Marvelous Obomban. Now in the headlines, President Muhammadu Buhari charges Nigerian Army to increase collaboration with other security agencies. Calls for Southeast Presidency heightens as Nigeria's next general election draws near. Lagos police begin investigation into the death of Dowen College student Sylvester Oromoni. Now the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has tasked Nigerian Army to increase collaboration with other security agencies in order to comprehensively defeat terrorism in Nigeria. Speaking at the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference with the theme, Building Nigerian Army Capacity in Combating Emergency Security Threats in a Joint Operations Environment in Abuja on Monday, the President, who was represented by the Chief of Staff, General Lucky Irabor, told Nigerian Army to optimally deploy available personnel and military equipment so as to achieve success in the battlefield. Correspondent Chibuezobi has the details.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who was represented by the Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Lucky Irabor, at the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference 2021, warned Nigerian Army to be mindful of human rights in their operational conduct. He promised that his administration will continue to do all the needful within the available resources to support the military in performing their constitutional responsibilities.
As a government, we are doing all that is possible within limits of available resources to equip the Army and indeed the armed forces of Nigeria to perform its constitutional roles. I urge you to remain apolitical and continue to operate within the framework of the principles of fundamental human rights and the laws of armed conflict.
The Chief of Army Staff and the Chief Host of the event, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, said the conference was to enable the Army to appraise their efforts so far and to reposition them to face next year's possible security challenges. While promising effective collaboration with the Nigerian Navy and other security agencies, Yahaya reiterated that the Nigerian Army was ever ready and committed to defend Nigeria and its democracy.
The Nigerian Army in the preceding quarter of 2021 faced doubting challenges that made it more robust in achieving its mandate. It is therefore Nigerian Army's resolve to continue to discharge its constitutional roles toward ensuring peace and stability in every part of the country. I wish to assure Mr. President and the good people of Nigeria that their army is ever ready at all times to defend our democracy and the territorial integrity of our nation.
The Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, who was represented by the Director of Army, Minister of Defense, Sunday Atta, while commending the success the Nigerian military has recorded in the war against insurgents and terrorism, charged the Nigerian Army to continue to decimate, kill, and eliminate all bandits and terrorists in the country.
I am bold to say that due to the doggedness of the officers and soldiers of the armed forces of Nigeria, and the Army in particular, peace is gradually being restored to all the troubled areas of the country. I therefore want to implore you all to continue decimating the bandits, terrorists, and insurgents within our country.
The annual conference has in attendance all the former Chief of Staff, Major Generals, representatives of the Nigerian Army Officers' Wife Association, NAOWA, representatives of all the Nigerian security agencies, members of executive, among others. In Abuja, Chibuezobi for Signature TV.
The Director of Finance and Administration of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Algon Salawu Nuhu Ozigi, says with the demand for resources and the dwindling funds available from federal allocations, local governments in Nigeria have resolved to explore all revenue sources provided for local governments under the 1999 Constitution as amended. Speaking exclusively to Signature TV at the weekend, Ozigi, who is also the chairman of the Inter-Ministerial Committee on National Anti-Multiple Taxation (NAMTAX), said Algon is working to harmonize tax and levies collection across all local governments. He said tax administration in the local government has become disorderly allowing revenue contractors who visit both thuggery and mismanagement of funds to create difficulties for businesses and citizens.
Constitutionally, the local government is under the supervision of the state governments in Nigeria. The local government has its own challenges and developmental programs that is under their purview. The state governments also do, and the federal government has. And the revenues are equally specified by the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria and other acts that are associated with it. And where it needs to be harmonized, we have legal authorities, federal authorities that do the harmonization between the states and the local government. NAMTAX, like I've said, is the National Anti-Multiple Taxation Scheme. And the major theme of this is to eradicate illegal roadblocks on our roads and illegal extortions of monies from haulers, traders, marketers, and others that are road users on a daily basis. The Argonne National Executive Council decided unanimously with over 2/3 to say that this project should come so that we can give a stop to all these hoodlum activities on our road. That is what is called the anti-multiple taxation. And one major problem too is that we have operators with several kinds of local government papers, several kinds of state government papers, collecting all forms of fees, levies, and taxes on our roads. We want to harmonize it and have a single motorist document and a single loading and offloading documents. Apart from that, we need to establish the loading and offloading points where whatever legal fees, taxes, levies that needs to be paid are paid.
The Argonne Director of Finance and Administration said all security agencies and the majority of the local governments have bought into the NAMTAS project, warning that no revenue collecting operative, whether contractors or government agencies, are expected to be on the roads enforcing any tax or levy collection orders. The former governor of Anambra State, Chukwuemeka Ezife, and other stakeholders have advocated for the Southeast Presidency as Nigeria's next general election draws near. He stated this in Abuja at the National Convention of United for Better Initiative, a political pressure group with the theme, The Imperative of Rotation in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, held on Saturday. Correspondent Nasiru Usman was at the convention and now reports.
With over 13 months left to the presidential elections, Nigerians are being given the opportunity to decide who will lead them. An elder statesman and former governor of Anambra State, Chief Chukwuemeka Ezife, stated that one of the ways to put a Southeasterner in power come 2023 was for the region to swallow its pride and start begging every other region for the presidential seat. He, however, pointed out that it was the right time for the Igbo to produce the next president of Nigeria.
I found Hausa, I found Yoruba, I found Igbo, and other groups in this place talking about the need for federal character. They are not calling it rotation, but the need for federal character. If you do it that way, there will be unity. We don't give. You have to work for it. The Igbo man doesn't prostrate. The Igbo man doesn't kneel down. But this time, we are prepared to kneel down to every part of Nigeria, every group, every ethnic group in Nigeria. We are prepared to even prostrate because we believe in this country.
Senator Hayim Pius Hayim, former Senate President, said that Southeasterners need to unite with every other region of the country, stating that it will facilitate the initiative. He added that a persuasive approach needs to be adopted, encouraging Nigerians to acquire the permanent voters card and exercise their franchise in the forthcoming general election.
The reason I have to make this clarification is that when the right you have is not legal, then the only approach and instrument you have is persuasion. power belongs to the people. So nobody gives it. If you want it, you ask for it, then you go to those who will make it possible. And make sure you prepare them to get ready to make it possible. How will the people make it possible? By voting for your candidate.
The Chief Host and Coordinator General of United for Better Nigeria Initiative, UBNI, Mrs. Nkolia Mparu Okeke, said that Southeasterners were politically marginalized as the region has not produced a president or elected as a flag bearer of a major political party since over the century, urging Nigerians to support Southeast Presidency coming 2023. While the National Secretary of UBNI, Sonny Igwe Okoro, said the group was in forefront of securing and encouraging Southeasterners to show interest in the forthcoming 2023 presidential election.
UBNI believes that a united, prosperous Nigerian state is possible and is very, very much achievable, and that supporting the Southeastern to produce the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a just cause, as it has been done in the past for other regions, and that the actualization will promote political stability, unity, and togetherness in Nigeria. Nigeria is blessed with able leaders, intellectuals from every zone. Southeastern Nigeria is not an exception. The zone has produced honest, accomplished men and women, tested and trusted, that have served this nation diligently in various capacities, who will do great work and be ready from day one as president when elected as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 2023.
For UBN, the task of creating a united, decentralized, inclusive, and prosperous Nigerian state through a Nigerian president of Southeast expression is possible and therefore achievable if we join hands with us.
United for Better Nigeria Initiative is a non-partisan and non-governmental agency formed in March 2019 by patriotic Nigerians who are passionate about the unity and progress of Nigeria and who want power to be given to the southeastern part of the country in the coming 2023 presidential election. The group's national convention was aimed at sensitizing and mobilizing Nigerians to support all political parties to zone their presidential tickets and candidates solely to the southeast region in 2023. In Abuja, Nasiru Usman for Signature TV.
The Lagos State Police Command has announced that it has commenced an investigation into the death of Sylvester Oromoni Jr., a 12-year-old student of Dowing College in the Lekki area of Lagos. The Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Hakeem Odumosu, on Sunday said the Homicide Section of the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, SCID PANTI, has been directed to take over the case from the Morocco Division. Odumosu added that the command is teaming up with the Delta State Police Command in the investigation to unravel the mystery behind the death of the minor. The 12-year-old student died on Tuesday last week after sustaining multiple internal injuries after he was allegedly tortured and bullied by some senior students in the school. The Lagos State government, through its Ministry of Education, who had paid an earlier inquiry visit to the college on Friday, has announced that the school will be shut down indefinitely. Now in business, the Public Affairs Director of Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, Dr. Ikechukwu Adinde, has announced that 3 telecommunications companies have qualified as approved bidders for the 3.5 GHz spectrum auction. The auction is for the deployment of 5th generation technology in the country by January 2022. The companies are MTN Nigeria PLC, Mafab Communications Limited, and Airtel Networks Limited. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. President Muhammadu Buhari charges Nigerian Army to increase collaboration with other security agencies. Calls for Southeast Presidency heightens as Nigeria's next general election draws near. Lagos police begin investigation into the death of Dowen College student Sylvester Oromoni. Safety and security begin with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activity to law enforcement agencies. Please stay safe. That's the Signature TV News Update. On behalf of my producer Nasiru Usman, I am Marvelous Oboman. Thanks for watching.